Hey guys, long time no see. So yeah, I haven't really been on my channel as much as what I probably would like to have been, but I've been going through a lot of shit lately. So that's why it's been a bit not me talking to you guys, was yeah. Basically, I had this planned all so well in my head, and then I switched the camera on, which was like, yeah. Basically, I just wanted to bring to your attention, because this may help some people. You don't know this, but I suffer from anxiety, depression and panic attacks. Now, I've been suffering from panic attacks since I was 10, and I remember it so vividly, because it was like late in the evening, and I'd gone and had like a siesta, as in bed asleep. And I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, oh my god. It literally just felt like, because I have a fear of death anyway, so it literally just felt like, oh my god, I've realised in a certain way that I'm gonna die, and I've overthought it, and holy shit, it really scares the living crap out of me that I'm not gonna be here, and things are gonna continue on, and what's the meaning of life, and what's the universe, and, you know, basically your mind just goes into a big head fuck, you can't help it. So I then ran into the living room, panicking, oh my god, I'm going to die, to my family, slammed myself up against the corner of the wall and just slumped down and was just completely uncontrollable. Now, I've had those on and off since I was 10. It's not a case of, oh, it's Wednesday, it's 10 o'clock at night, panic attack, boom. It's just a case of I'll be asleep and I'll just wake up and I will be having a panic attack. And I have to just sit there and go, okay, right, what am I doing tomorrow? I'm doing this, and oh, you know, I've got the geckos to sort out, and you know, I've got my kittens, and I have to physically make my mind think of something else to calm me down. Now, I've been suffering from anxiety as well ever since I was young, but obviously I didn't really know what it was. I just thought it was, you know, me being me, just that's how I am. But you know, having suffered from, you know, being kittens, from being like feeling depressed and having the anxiety and panic attacks, being like 29, well, 30 now, that's another thing, but being, you know, 29 and thinking, right, maybe I should get some help, because I've got friends that have also been to therapy and stuff, and they've said it's been really helpful. So I went and had help for my anxiety and panic attacks, and although it's not a cure, it does sort of give you the tools that you need to try and prevent when you are feeling anxious or you are having a panic attack. It gives you ways of coping and you know, not letting it escalate to a high level. So, you know, it's something that I deal with, and a lot of, oh my god, kitten's going crazy, and I think it's 1 in 3 people have mental illness. But it's weird because I don't think it's mental illness, because it's not, I don't class it as an illness, it's just the way your head thinks. It's, you know, you're not physically ill, it's just something that happens. And my idea of mental illness is things like schizophrenia, not anxiety, depression or panic attacks. It's just one of those things, and I happen to have all three, which is great. So I've been reluctant to come on this channel because it's been a case of, I don't know if I should do videos anymore, who really watches them, I just don't know if there's a point, and I don't feel attractive, and I'm doing the video today because I'm going out, so I've like put all my makeup on so I feel a bit more calmer about the way I look, because like most girls, I suffer from low self-esteem, which has only come in to play fairly recently. I think it's because I'm getting older, and obviously looks are going to fade and change, which is fine. You know, you should love every single part of your life, but for me, having now just turned 30, I've always had it in my head that 30 is, you're starting to get older, and if you're not married by the time you're 30, then what happens if you're then going to be single, and then no one's going to love you? Then you're going to be like old and you'll never have the experience of marriage, rather than people getting married and then they get divorced, but at least they've had marriage and they've been through it. This is what happens with the anxiety in my head. I question, I overthink, and in overthinking you create problems that aren't there. You know, if it's irrational, it doesn't make sense, therefore it doesn't exist. It's that kind of thing. But I just sort of wanted to share and let you know that it's okay to have, you know, anxiety, depression, panic attacks. It doesn't make you less of a person. You've just got more shit to deal with than, say, a normal person, you know, quote unquote. But, you know, I think if you're feeling like something's not right inside, don't feel ashamed to go to the doctor, because it's not a sign of weakness. It's, you know, you've coped with this problem the best way you can, but maybe kittens are crazy. But maybe it's time to go and speak to someone about it and get their advice, and you know, they may give you tips and advice on how to cope with your anxiety and all those mental issues you may have, because it really, really does help. It has helped me a lot. But also there's something I've never told you people, so I don't know why I'm telling you it now, but I kind of think if I say this it may help. But when I was young, I was abused. Kittens, wrong timing. Anyway, joy of kittens. But yeah, I was abused when I was in my early, I can't pinpoint exactly, but it was definitely when I was 13, if not a little bit before, and it happened for a good few years. And although yes, it's always going to be there in my mind, I've now sort of come to terms with it and spoken to my parents about it, just so that I can say, look, this is a situation, this is what happened, it's done, because it was someone who was considered a friend of the family who clearly wasn't. Kittens, my god, so inappropriate timing. But you know, it's one of those things where you can either be the victim, or you can say, you know, not forgive that person, but kind of go, okay, you did what you did and you've clearly got problems and I'm not the problem. And, you know, it's not my fault, it's not my parents' fault, it's his fault. He did this, he abused my trust, my parents' trust, and he's a sad, pathetic person. And I'm the stronger person for going, not for going through it, but I've come out stronger in the end. You know, I've been through it and I've not let it bash me down. Yeah, I've had moments where I get upset and you get little memory flashbacks, but you just kind of go, okay, that happened. I eventually got to the point where I was strong enough and was able, kittens, and was able to kind of go, right, don't ever fucking come round here ever again. You see what I have to deal with? These crazy, crazy kittens. Yeah, sorry, I wanted this to be not upbeat but really helpful, but the kittens maybe are adding a bit of comedic relief into this, I don't know. Zelda, do not touch my camera. I just wanted to sort of let you know why I've not been here, and I appreciate that, you know, I do get nice comments and stuff, and I don't know where I'm going with this now. But anyway, I just wanted to just do a quick spiel of why I've not been here, what I've sort of been going through, and maybe me telling you what I've been going through. You may be going through the same thing, and maybe you're thinking, oh, maybe I should go to therapy, maybe I'll just kill myself. Never ever think that. It does get better. It really does. I know from depression that it just feels like, what's the point? There's no point in me being here, my life is shit, and how much of a spiral that can be, but that's just your head, and you just need to get out and clear your thoughts and speak to people. Don't ever think there's no one to speak to, because trust me, there is. You've just got to be willing to open up and talk to people. Luckily me, I'm quite happy talking to people. I'm happy to talk to strangers, and I'm very much an open book. A lot of people are very much don't talk about things in their life, but I do. I don't mind sharing it with a platform as YouTube. I'm only human, and maybe some of the things that I say could be of help to people. Kittens. But yeah, I'm hoping to have a holiday vlog at some point. I'm not doing 5, or was it 7? I did a lot last year. You know, me and the boyfriend went out a lot last year, but oh my god! But this year, I think we're just gonna have one small cheap holiday, because trying to save for a new place, and boyfriend wants to get his car up and running and doing rallying, you know, sprints and hill climbs. Sorry this has been rambled and a bit disjointed, but I've had a lot to talk about, and I've not been here since before Christmas, really. God, it's been months. But anyway, sorry for rambling. Hope some of this was useful, and yeah, I will catch up with you guys soon. Alright, bye. You know, being kittens, I relate to a... Oh my god, kitten's going crazy. Illness. And maybe... The kitten's crazy. I was abused. Kittens, wrong timing. Kittens, my god. But kind of go, okay, you did what you did and you've clearly got... And was able... Oh, kittens. You see what I have to deal with? These crazy kittens. Zelda, do not touch my camera. The things that I say could be of help to people. Kittens. Went out a lot last year, but oh my god. But of course, with doing videos like that, you'll get people that have their